Hey guys, welcome back. I am Chris with Marksman Shooting Sports and WeBuyGuns.com, and you are watching Marksman TV. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a year since I've seen you guys. I have been putting off this video for a long time because I've given a lot of thought to what's going to go into this video in terms of where the channel is headed. I think I've gotten to a point where I've sort of figured out the next step from here with the channel. So in this video, I want to talk about where we've been and also talk about where this channel is headed. So if that sounds interesting to you, please stick around. That's coming up now. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off, like I said, talking about where we have been over the past year. Now if you don't care about that, you just want to know what we're going to be doing with this channel moving forward, I have a timestamp pinned to the top of the comment section. You can just skip all this and get to the next steps portion of this video. So for those of you who have been wondering where we've been, I have gotten a ton of emails and phone calls and voicemails and people coming in the store wondering what's going on with the channel, what's going on with us. Actually, from behind the curtain, looking at all the conspiracy theories and stuff about ATF raids and us losing our license and everything, it's been kind of funny to watch. However, I do apologize that I haven't been a little bit more transparent and more vocal about what's going on and what has been going on over the past year and with the channel moving forward. I have hated to leave a lot of people hanging, but the reality is so much has been going on from a growth standpoint, a business standpoint, my family standpoint, and all that, that I didn't quite know what to say in a video like this because I didn't know where we were going and what we were going to be doing with the channel. So I didn't want to put out any type of video until, I had something to basically tell you. Where we have been, so it's basically a three-pronged thing, and we can narrow it down to life happens, to business happens, and YouTube happens. So first, life happens. After our last video, which was back in about November of last year, I believe it was an unboxing video. At the time, I didn't think that was going to be our last video for about a year. However, shortly after that video, Randy blew out a disc in his back. He had to go into quick surgery, which put him on his back, no pun intended, for about a month and a half while he recovered. Very light duty, wasn't actually in the store. And that left us very short-handed during the holiday season, actually the most important time to where we really need everybody available to help. No fault of his own, obviously, and Randy has since fully recovered. For those of you who are not local here and come in and see us on a daily basis, Randy has been totally fine, and all of us are totally fine, happy, and healthy. But it did put him out of service for quite some time, and then after he came back, for about a month after that, he was very limited on what he could do in the store. So a lot of us had to really take over a lot of responsibilities while he recovered and was able to be his full self back. We want him to be strong and not hurt himself, but also be able to return to work in a manner that he was comfortable with, and his family and us here as well. So that did take some time and limited us a little bit. At around the same time, we had an employee abruptly leave, which we weren't expecting, so that left us a little bit short-handed as well. Now, after all of that sort of clearing up and Randy's, back here to the store, about to ramp up, in February, my wife and I had our third child, which we were really excited about and still are. He was, however, very early preemie, and so he was in the NICU for a little over a month with some pretty significant health concerns. So my wife and I did spend a lot of time in the hospital at the NICU. When I wasn't here, I was at home taking care of my other two kids, or while my wife was at the hospital, or I was at the hospital. So when I wasn't here getting the priorities done at work, I was with family trying to navigate that as well. Happy to report that he is happy, healthy, and has been home for several months. He's 7 to 8 months now, so everything is great. Everybody's fine, but again, that really took a lot of my attention for a couple months as well. Then getting into that, our business on top of that has been exponentially doing well. I mean, WeBuyGuns.com has been blowing up, so thank you very much to all of you who have been submitting and sending us firearms. I know a lot of people who watch this channel like to see their firearms on the unboxing videos and the weekly used gun review videos, and I'm very sorry that a lot of those haven't made it. A lot of firearms show up with notes. It's like, I hope this makes it in a video, and a lot of really cool stuff that I know people have wanted to see on the channel. I do apologize. Again, we just have not had the space or the time or the resources to be able to make this channel the priority it once was. We used to do 3 to 4 videos a week. And then obviously we went down for about the last year that we were posting. We were down to like 1 to 2 videos a week, and then 1 video, and then we just stopped posting for all the reasons that I just explained. We have 4 people that are working full time in this small 1,200 square foot space, so finding available space to do videos and also time when I am not physically, I'm in the trenches with Randy, Tommy, Thomas, the guys that work here. We work really hard all day, every day to fulfill all the orders, to make sure that all the people sending us their firearms are paid quickly, to make sure all the people buying firearms receive their firearms quickly. We've like quadrupled the amount of firearms we're listed on Gunbroker. From those of you who watch on our website, we're posting firearms weekly. So that's really taken all of our attention, and with all of that being done, there's hardly even enough time in the day to do all that, let alone sit down and do 4 videos, which between researching, filming, editing, and uploading is like 3 to 4 hours a piece, to give you an idea of how time consuming that was. And so just with the sheer growth that we're seeing, we had to put this on the back burner. And that also leads into the third prong of this issue, which is YouTube happened. So as many of you guys know, over the past several years, YouTube has been really cracking down on firearm related content. Age restricting, shadow banning, demonetizing, completely deleting, giving account strikes, you name it. It's been happening to all the channels that we love to watch. Now that becomes very demoralizing when you're spending hours and hours and hours on content just to have it banned, or to have it get a strike, or to have it removed, or to have it age restricted, or to have it shadow banned, where you're getting 1/5 the amount of views that you used to. And that was happening routinely in the last year of content that we were making. When you're looking at weighing the options, and I have to remind people, I am not a YouTuber, I am not a content creator, I am a business owner. This whole channel was ancillary to my business, and as the motivation for doing this content, yes, I've enjoyed it, but it really was to help drive the success of our business. But when YouTube starts removing that incentive, it stops becoming as important to focus time into when you're looking at it from a purely business standpoint, which means we had to reshift our approach to this channel from having as much business incentive as focusing on the things that actually grow that actually drive the growth and value of our business. And this goes beyond me. I have families, people who work here, and several families that depend on the success and viability of this company. So that's where the attention has to go. Now that melds us perfectly into the second part of this video, which is then where does that mean the channel is headed? Is it going to be a channel, as of at least right now, that's going to have the same momentum and amount of videos that we had put up in the past? Most certainly not. To have the time and the space to be able to do 3-4 videos a week, we would typically do 1 unboxing video, 1 weekly used gun review video, 1 tabletop review, and like some sort of political overview video. We used to do that like every week. Probably not going to happen. At the very, 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 very minimum, a video a month, just to keep the video moving. Hopefully a video a week will be my target, but it'll likely be 1 to 2 videos a month, like 1 video every other week might be about where we hit. I do want to mix in weekly used gun review videos. I do want to mix in unboxing videos, but it's not going to be with the frequency it's been at. We've driven this channel to, it's approaching somewhere around 140,000 followers. I appreciate every single one of you. So I don't want to just let this thing die, but I kind of want to keep it on life support until we get to a point where we have more room. We're actually thinking in 2025 to look for expansion into space, if that's a single larger retail space, a warehouse, we don't quite know. But when we get more space and we get more staffing, there will be a point in the future where we plan to come back with that 3 to 4 video a week, momentum. But until we get everything under control, the channel does have to be approached as more of a hobby, something I do enjoy doing, and I know a lot of you guys enjoy watching, and I appreciate that more than it's going to take a primary role in this business, or something that's going to be where we try and dedicate all of our attention at the expense of not handling other business matters that are more important. So I hope you guys understand that. It's been a very fun ride. We started this channel in 2017, right after Trump won and started his second term, or his first term, excuse me. Now that he has won again, I'm hoping that the firearm landscape in social media goes back to more firearm centric or firearm related content, history development, shooting videos, reviews, and gets away from all the political stuff. That was one other issue I didn't even talk about. Is it seems like nobody cared about product reviews and historical overviews. Everybody wanted to see rants about the latest political things that were going on, which I understand the importance there, but that's not what my channel is. So for a while there, it felt like my channel was out of place in the gun community, which was another reason over the past 4 years it's been harder to do the type of content that I've enjoyed doing. But I know that was somewhat of a scatterbrained video. I've put a lot of thought into this, what I would say in this video. This is as close as I've come to something sort of coherent enough to put out there on YouTube to explain where we're going to be. Moving forward, I do want to film, and hopefully soon we're going to do a weekly used gun review video. Gosh, over the past year there's been so many cool things I wanted to show you guys. So many cool things come in and we unbox them and I look at it and I'm just like, oh man, I would love to put this in a video, but then it's weird randomly coming out with a video 6 months later with a gun and no explanation of where we've been. So I didn't want to do any of that until I made a video like this. So I hope this accomplished the goal of what I wanted it to do, which was, first of all, apologize for where we've been. I appreciate all the feedback, the reaching out, the support, the love, the comments. I do appreciate all of that. I appreciate all the business that you guys have given us if you've worked with us in the past and continue to work with us, all of our locals who come in and have been coming in for a decade since we started this business. And of course, all the viewership, new viewers, veteran viewers, I appreciate all of you. So stick with us, please. Hopefully we'll have an upload here within the next week or two for you guys, and we'll keep them rolling out at that pace until we're able to spread our wings out a little bit, get some space, take a deep breath, and get back to focusing on making cool videos for you guys, whether it's on YouTube at that point or Rumble or wherever else. So I'm going to leave you guys with those thoughts. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. If you have any questions, leave those down for me below. I will take a look at those. If this video helps explain what's been going on, please give it a like so I know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you off with that. I am Chris with Marksman Shooting Sports and WeBuyGuns.com in Westfield, Indiana. You are watching Marksman TV, and I will see you next time.